Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate for you guys, check out your other placements. It is a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone who watches it. So I'm going to get into your current energy, your near future, and then see what Spirit wants you to focus on for this particular week. If I didn't say so, it's for July 19th through the 25th. All right, so once we get into that, we're going to clear that spread and get into your person's energy, your energy, and then the possible outcome as well as the romance angels and the oracle cards. I do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. All right, so welcome back. If you are returning, I love you guys. Thank you for all of your support. And if you're new, I hope you'll stay. All right, so in your current energy, we have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Three of Pentacles, and the Tower card. Then we have, in the near future, the Lovers with the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on is the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. Now, your overall energy is the Knight of Cups in reverse. There's a couple different things I'm getting right off the bat. So it feels like somebody's holding back. If you're in a current relationship and you feel like your partner is not just moving slowly, but really holding back, they've pulled their energy back. This could also be you. You've just come to a place where you kind of want to reserve that love and possibly give it back to yourself, which I do see very much in what Spirit is recommending that you focus on. So the Knight of Cups in reverse, could be a little bit of, if this is someone that's on your mind, an emotionally unavailable. The Knights are slow moving and, they're honest, but sometimes can be reserved. So you may be sensing that someone you're interested in is just kind of holding back a little bit. You may be questioning that they have secrets, but I'm not sensing that just yet. Now we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Is that somebody coming back from your past? There's an energy of someone around you, but I don't see any movement. And that could be very well why the Knight of Cups is in reverse. It seems like the energy is getting rid of any kind of burden in the relationship. So if you were dealing with somebody who was emotionally unavailable, it could have been somebody that you dated, could have been married to, maybe your childhood sweetheart or something of that sort. It may have gotten to a place where you felt like it was too much of a burden, so you started withdrawing. Now, you could be dealing with a Leo, but this is about you finding happiness within. I feel a sense of peace. Like a part of you wants to get things balanced out in your life. So if I just heard playing games. Now, if you feel like somebody's playing games with your heart, this is a huge indication that you need to find balance for yourself and focus back on what makes you happy. I do think really good things are coming in towards you. The energy is happy. So next week, it's just for that week period, maybe 10 days. You could just find yourself wanting to do things that excite you. Maybe you need to go to the beach and get some sun. The vitamin D is what's so important for our vitality, right? So you could be focused on doing things like that and just wanting to reserve your energy, not wanting to put it forth too much into something. It feels a lot like just putting down the burdens of things, which is great energy. Now, of course, X energy pops up. It does because it's still in your realm, not because you want it, not because you're not at least working on getting completely beyond it. It's just that it's still there. So there may still be a little bit of a wound about a third-party situation, but you're healing. And that's what's important over something that was not victorious. I think you had a lot of patience around it. Again, I don't want to harp on it, but it's still in your vicinity. So that's for those of you that dealt with someone who, it didn't end up well. Let's put it that way. All right. So with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups in reverse, there's a big change in a work situation. So somebody may proposition you about a new contract. This feels like an exciting new change. So putting things in the past that need to stay in the past, not looking back, focusing on the future. I feel like this is an offer. This doesn't feel like a third party. It feels like a partnership, or maybe there's three main people in charge in your business and there's big changes happening. I do feel like there's something big that's coming towards you. So you may have a contract to sign, an upcoming renewal of a contract, something of that sort. But I think it's going to push you forward and put you at a new level or put you in a new place. So this is great energy. Something is definitely changing, and it does feel like it's for the better. Now, this could also be completions, things being swept from your life. So if you were dealing with some residual emotions about a past, this is that being pulled from you. So that's why I said you're going to be focused on yourself, being happy, and releasing some more of that energy as it clears your system, your field. All right. So in the near future, we have the Lover's card, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Wands in reverse. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio again. And then I have fire, so Leo, Sag, Aries. Now with the Lovers and the Eight of Wands in reverse, this tells me that even if you're dating or in a relationship, communication may have slowed down. It doesn't mean that the relationship is done. It just feels like, I feel a pause is what I want to say. In other words, maybe you're just not communicating the way you normally do, or you may be afraid that that person is just not interested, or they feel like you're not interested. Things just seem to be slowing down. So that pause could just be you spending some time with yourself, reevaluating about what you want and expect out of a relationship. This feels like newer energy. So if you're just starting to date, things are going to move a little bit slow. And I wouldn't say that that person's not interested. They may be a little bit younger. It could be that they communicate a little bit immaturely. But other than that, I just feel like I can't say anything else but a pause. That's just what I feel. We'll get some clarification. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on this particular week is the King of Cups. So male or female, this is putting that energy back into you, loving on yourself. You know you're stable emotionally. You've been through enough, we all have, but you've been through a lot. And especially because you're here, you're obviously opening up to your spiritual journey. Now, the Ace of Wands, I feel like there's some frustration around passionate situations. Whether it's that you might think that something's going to go somewhere and it doesn't, or somebody comes in and they lack passion. So this is you finding that balance again within. Like I said, go spend some time in the sun, do something that's for you, that is reinvigorating, because that'll help you probably fill your cup back up a little bit. Now, I do feel like there's some passion brewing in you. Maybe you're waiting, if you're single, to get started and get yourself back out there. The Knight of Swords in reverse just means holding back communication. So you are not speaking up, and if you're waiting for somebody, not saying that you are, remember, I'm the reader that says I don't expect anybody to wait for anyone. It could just be that there's no communication right now. So maybe you want that. Maybe you've cut it off and you're like, I'm done. Like, I'm the one that's emotionally stable. And Spirit's recognizing that. Like, the best thing for you to do in order to not only fill yourself back up, but to get onto that path of being passionate about finding a loving relationship again. It's not communicating too much and just kind of holding back a little bit. All right, so let's clarify the Six of Cups in reverse. Now, I do feel a childhood energy around. So if you're involved with or have been involved with somebody from childhood, you could be married to this person. It feels like there's just a split in the energy. In other words, there's other things that are involved. There's a lot of things that seem to get in the way, but it just feels like big change is coming. So there's a restorative energy that I feel within that relationship if you're in a long term. All right, so let's clarify the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, the Death card. So you definitely have a lot of Scorpio energy here, and you could be in that, which is just really driven, really excited to move forward. You're going through this change. Like I said, in the current energy, feels like things are really shifting for you. Like I said, it could be the beginning of a new contract for you. Maybe you need to make a decision if this is the company you want to stay with, or if you'd like to move on. Whatever it is, it's going to be a really exciting new beginning is what it feels like. All right, so then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and that too refers to work. So you're going to be working really hard at this new process. Now, if it's a company and you have to sign those contracts, you're going to be putting a lot of work into getting things going once that part of it is settled. So the Emperor in reverse is releasing and letting go and not needing to control. So I feel like you've released that energy of needing to control the outcome of the situation. You're allowing it to happen because you feel the changes. It's like there's movement where there wasn't movement for quite some time. Now, when we talked about the Eight of Wands in the center, we'll talk about that again. It's not wanting to move too quickly. So trusting the process, trusting your intuition, and knowing that things are going to unfold properly as, you know, they shift and change and you go through this death and rebirth kind of process. All right, so with the Lovers and the Eight of Wands in reverse, we have the Nine of Wands, which tells me that's wanting to put down the burdens. So let's go through the scenarios. If you're single, you're not wanting to carry any of the burdens of the past. If you're in a relationship currently and you're curious about why the communication has either slowed, it's because it may just be too much right now, and the universe is trying to keep you focused on what it is, like this job situation or new business. And you need to lay down some of the burden so that you can focus on that. So sometimes that happens. The universe will intervene and say, you know, yes, this is great, but it needs to slow down because you've got other places you need to focus on. So it's, you know, feeling a little bit like the weight is on your shoulders during this time. You could be a little overwhelmed. The Knight of Cups, and then we have the World card. So this to me says, as you put down those extra burdens, if you're single, I feel like there's a new energy coming towards you. The Knight of Cups, it was in reverse before, now it's in the upright. This means moving forward once you lay those down. So after this has resolved itself, whatever the business aspect of things is, and you can release some of that weight, then things will start to move forward and you'll feel like, okay, you know, I don't want to move too quickly. If we need to resolve things, we will. Or if communication has slowed, this is like, okay, let's get it going again. Now that, you know, I need to release some of these burdens that are on my back, and then I'll be ready, because see, their backs are to each other. And that's a great energy. This is a very refreshed. See how the oranges are standing out and the water is there? It's like everything in this card is really perky. So you revitalize yourself when you go get your vitamin D and you're ready to move on and take on the world. And the world says, yes, you're closing out a particular cycle and you're starting a brand new one. So that revitalization is needed, and things that need to slow down do on purpose so that you can start this new journey. All right, so we're going to clarify the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. All right. Let's get a cut really quick. This is for Aries. All right, so the Two of Wands, perfect. Keeping your eye on the prize. Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. See? And Spirit wants you to understand. This is what you need to focus on. Once you put that energy back into yourself, that's when the path becomes more clear. That's when you start really feeling like things are starting to happen for you. It's a wish fulfillment. So whether it be that this relationship had a little pause and then you're ready, you know what you want and you go for it, yes, it is your wish fulfillment. Yes, this is going to be a happy situation, work or relationship. And then things start to speed up. So putting the energy back into yourself, as you focus on that, this is what Spirit's telling you is happening. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, this is your wish fulfillment. And then things start to move very quickly as you go through that process. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. So think about whoever's on your mind. And we will get into their energy, your energy, and the possible outcome. All right, this is for Aries. All right, this is for Aries. Okay, so the energy of your person, Three of Pentacles, the Strength in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Perfect. You are the Ten of Pentacles, yes. The World card, the Justice in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. So this all makes sense. The Sun card in reverse just says right now, things may not be in the best place. And that's what we discussed. So could you be dealing with a Leo? Absolutely. We've picked up on there's a lot of Leo energy, but we also have Earth energy here as well. So you have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Now this just means things may not seem so bright right now between you and this person, but it doesn't mean that it can't shift. So the Three of Pentacles, this to me is just that energies are a little bit scattered. This person has work and other things on their mind, and it's kind of draining them. So with the Strength in reverse, I feel like they just don't have the energy. So that's where the slowdown in the relationship may have happened. They're working really hard. They want to work on this as well. This is someone who puts work into everything in their life. So they want to put the work into the relationship. They don't feel stuck. So if you have any questions about whether they're stuck on something from the past or that they're confused about you, I don't sense that. I just think that they're tired because they have a lot going on. They've been working really, really hard. All right, so for you, this is amazing. So the Ten of Pentacles, this really does feel like you believe that this relationship is the right one. For you, it feels right. So staying in that energy is going to help work things through. It is pure happiness. Being stable financially, pure happiness. Like I said, there's a big, huge cycle closing out, and you're opening up into a brand new one, which means you could be settling down soon, or you're looking towards the future and wanting to be with somebody that you can have a family with if you're not at that age group. This is just finding that partner that you feel balanced with, that brings out the best in you. And then the Justice. And I feel like that's what's going on with the two of you. This person brings that out. You really enjoy spending time with them. Justice in reverse, you could be dealing with a Leo, and then we have Cancer as well, the Chariot in reverse. To me, that's that imbalance I was talking about. So things may have slowed down, could have thrown you off just a hair, and where you felt like things were not moving forward, they're just at a pause. I'm going to leave it at that. That seems to be the word for your reading. All right, so let's get the Romance Angels. This is for Aries. I wanted to say Libra, so you could be dealing with a Libra. I also just did their reading. All right, so this is for Aries. So we have you deserve love, of course you do. Attraction, yes, I feel that strongly. Engagement, like I said, it could end up in marriage. And then unrequited love. I don't think that's the case. I think that's you maybe think that, or they do. And then children. So one or both of you could have children, and that could be also the reason why there's a little bit of a slowdown. That's only going to be for a few of you, though. All right, you deserve love. Yes, you're lovable. I don't need to go into that one. You guys know you are. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. That's what I was saying about taking the time to go and be with yourself and fill yourself back up. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I do believe that. If you are in a stable, healthy relationship, but you feel like things have slowed down, I do believe that it can move forward into a relationship. So for those of you it resonates, this is what I strongly feel for you guys. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I honestly believe if I thought there wasn't enough love on either side, if you're cross-watching, I would tell you that's not what I sense. I think that's what one or the both of you believes. Maybe that the other doesn't have the same amount of love or have lost that love and feeling. I don't think that's the case. I just think there's a lot of work interference and things going on where the relationship just hasn't moved at that pace. But it's because one or the both of you needs to love on yourself, and I've already told you a million times that's what you need to do. Okay, let's get the possible outcome for you. Things moving quickly. The Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So, you know what I'm going to say? There will be a clear message, whether it be from you or that person, that's going to give you the clarity that you need. The Page of Cups, perfect. Ace of Pentacles, yep. All right. Now, the overall energy is the High Priestess. This could be where maybe you question yourself quite a bit and you don't trust your intuition. I'm going to say trust it because you know best. When you feel it in your gut, you know it's right, it's right. Page of Cups, you know, little bits at a time, baby steps. The Ace of Pentacles, strong foundation, strong new beginning in this. Ten of Pentacles, In reverse just means you're getting to the Ten of Pentacles, because I see that the both of you really feel that way. You could be questioning, though, is this the right one? I do think it is. Now, the Knight of Wands in reverse, you could just be holding back, or they're holding back a little bit. They just are not capable of connecting at this moment. That's all I feel like that is. But I do think in general, there needs to be a kick up in that intimate connection. In other words, sharing a little bit more, being a little bit more clear about how you feel, and express yourself on that level. That will also help move things forward if there's any question. Okay, so let's get the Lover's Oracle for you. All right, this is for Aries. Let's see which one. All right. This one's coming up. It says, sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. I agree. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. I do feel this really deep connection between you and this person. If you're not experiencing that right now, it could just be that the energy of this is coming towards you now, and it's slow moving. So once you do what you have to do, that's when the energy moves in, and it gets going, and it gets going quick. All right, the last thing we're going to do is the wisdom of the oracle. So a few messages from Spirit. This is for Aries. So we have yin, balancing out that feminine energy. Yang, perfect. Yin and yang, the observer. And blessed. Yes, you are. Loyal heart. See, this is such a perfect card to come out. I do believe this. The energy in the relationships for this week feels very stable. So it's very much about people that are in union. I think you know this is your other half. It feels like there shouldn't be a question about whether they are loyal or not, because I do feel like the both of you are. If you're single and you're just curious about somebody coming towards you, it feels like that's what's coming in as you balance your masculine and feminine energy. This reduces to an 8, which is infinity, and to me that's everlasting love. All right, so yes, the yin and yang. To me, this is about you finding that balance, and I think you're finding it now. The observer, I think you need to be the observer of your own life right now. Take a step back and really look at it in the full picture, because it seems like lots is happening. Could be a little bit overwhelming. And then we have blessed, which I agree with. So if you're not feeling it right now, you are absolutely blessed. This is all going to work out for the best. It's a really positive reading. I really love this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This was your message. Again, I do personals, and I wanted to say thank you. That's in the description box below. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It means the world to me. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I will see you in next week's. Bye.